Whether you're camping or just traveling, there is no substitute for a good night's sleep. And one of the things that always helped me is to have a good pillow. In this video, we're going to take a look at the compressible pillow from the folks at Thermarest. That's coming up on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose. My name is Brian. Thanks for joining me. So over the years, I've tried a lot of different camp pillows. I've tried just taking a sack and stuffing my clothes in it, my jacket in it or whatever. I've tried little compressible stuff sack pillows, inflatable pillows. Never really found anything that was nearly as comfortable as I wanted it to be honest with you. I know a lot of people just go for the minimalist approach and just stuff their clothes into a pocket or a sack or whatever, pillowcase. To me, that just has never been very comfortable. It's always got some lumps or something in it, that just aren't comfortable. Well, the folks at Thermarest were kind enough to send me one of their compressible pillows, and I used this on the last camp out, and I have to say I'm really pleasantly surprised by this. And the reason I say surprised, because at first glance I didn't really think it was going to be that comfortable, to be honest with you. I mean, it compresses down pretty good. It's a very lightweight. So without a lot of rambling, let's just open this thing up and I'll tell you what I like about it. We'll talk about the specs as we go, because it is just a pillow, and we'll get to it. So first of all, you can see this is about, I could probably compress it a little more. If you squeeze it down, it probably can get not much bigger than a softball, but this is pretty compressed. Then it comes in its own attached kind of little compression sack. It's got a drawstring here, and basically you just unfold it out. Okay, so here it is open. Comes in several different sizes and patterns. This is the mosaic pattern. I believe this is the large. This one weighs 9 ounces or 255 grams, is 18 inches long or 46 centimeters by 14 inches wide or 36 centimeters, and it's 4 inches thick or 10 centimeters, and it really fluffs up a lot more than that. It's made of brushed polyester, and it's got urethane foam inside of it. And I'm quoting Thermarest here that this is made in the USA of the finest USA and global materials. So that's all the specs. So let's just talk about it now. First of all, you can see that it has its own little built-in sack here to roll it up in, and then it's got a gray side and a pattern side. There's no possible way I can show you this without cutting it open, and I'm not going to do that because this is going with me on my kayak trip, because as it turns out, this is possibly the most comfortable camp pillow I've ever used. But instead of being just a solid piece of foam in here, it feels like it's got a lot of little pellets about the size of the end of my finger, and they're, at first I thought that'd be uncomfortable. They're kind of, because they feel kind of firm here on you. But what it does, on the smaller pillows, I have to fold them up like this to prop my head up. I use this pillow here, and it just provided enough support. I sleep on my side, so I need a pretty supported pillow. It provided enough support that I was really comfortable. The fabric is really soft, so it's not like a nylon one that's just going to sweat and just going to stick to your face and all that. And it just fluffs up very good. Again, it's super lightweight, and if you wanted a larger one, they even got a larger one, but it really did a great job, I think, of supporting my head. So unlike some pillows, you don't have to let it air out and fluff up or whatever. I think if you let it sit, it will a little bit. I know I'm starting to ramble here, but basically it's just a pillow, but it's a very comfortable pillow. And I can tell you, this one is going with me on my week-long kayak trip with the Boy Scouts. I put it in a dry bag to make sure it stays dry, and this is going to be home sweet home for me for a week. So you see how big it gets. Let's just show you how easy it is to stuff back up then. Let me just stand up where you can see it. Hopefully you can see this now. And I just stuff it in, whatever. Just poke it in, push it in, jam it in, whatever. And then start pulling on the string here like so to get you can kind of define the edges of your sack here, and then just keep poking it in. And pull this down as you go. It's not really as convenient as a stuffed sack pillow because you can just stuff those things in, but my experience with those is they just don't have the loft. Squeeze it. They just don't have they don't fluff back out very much. They stuff in really well, but they don't fluff back out very well. So, I mean, that's not really that big. That's about the size of a small football, and it will, again, if you want to cram it in your pack, it'll compress down smaller. But again, this one's only 9 ounces, very, very lightweight, and very comfortable. So if you're like me and having a good pillow is essential to getting a good night's rest, you might want to check out the compressible pillow from Thermarest. It's again, I think it may be the most comfortable pillow I've ever used. Once again, thanks to the folks at Thermarest for sending me this so I could show it to you. And as always, thank you for watching Survival on Purpose. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't done so, I would invite you to. I put out a new video every Friday and Saturday, usually a couple of random ones throughout the week. As a subscriber, you can get a notification whenever I put out a new video. And also, as always, thank you so very much for supporting this channel by doing all your Amazon shopping through the Survival on Purpose links. All those links take you just straight to Amazon. You shop just like normal. It doesn't cost you anything extra. Everything you buy just supports the channel just a little bit, and it all adds up, and I really appreciate it. You can also support the channel and get a free audiobook download by checking out a free 1-month subscription to audible.com. Just check it out. If you like it, stick with it. If not, cancel it. Either way, it helps support the channel, and I really appreciate it. Once again, my name's Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival is not an accident, so be prepared. I'll see you next time. My name's Brian. Thanks for joining me. Joining me.